like a bitch, move like a queen, running this shit, you wouldn't think.
Welcome to the Moho session at Buckle and Boots 2024, where our journey starts.
I don't think I'm realising that Log is okay.
Maybe.
That's how we started.
We're recording that. That is how we've just started
That's how
this. Normally I don't like lager, but now I do. So there we go. It is Jack on the Boots farmhouse lager. You're well, what number is this? 5?
5.
This is Moho Sessions number 5, Buckle and Boots edition, and we are backstage after Amelia Quinn's fabulous set with Lisa T and Luke Slater.
Thank you.
It sounded like Mambo number 5 when you said that. What does? You were like number 5. Well, but number 5. Number 5. This is 5. We've done. Yeah, this is 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right in my count?
DC has confirmed it is 5.
It is 5.
Is that how we're going to start the podcast?
I think it started, darling. Yeah.
It
It started with your lager conversation.
It is, but what we're on? We are on 1:45 at Buckle and Boots
Yeah,
on the
I
Friday
mean,
night.
let's be honest. I just said when we were walking into this, only at Buckle and Boots would you do an interview at 1:45 in the morning. But that's how we roll.
Mambo
See,
number 5.
We could have done it. We could have done it at like 8 o'clock, but then we would have missed the sets that were on.
Yeah.
I don't really want to
Okay.
do that.
Serious
So,
time.
it's,
We are all in your hands.
This is the first time I've done a real in-person interview and go a bit nervous. Usually I'm used to seeing you on like
On a
Instagram
screen?
Live. Yeah.
See, every time, now this is the first thing I want to talk about. Like, Jodie and David are like great supporters of you. And we did an Instagram Live one time. And the pair of them sat there. I can only describe them as bouncers in a nightclub that looked in a bad faking mood. And I asked them a question. No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Us, Lisa. And I was like, because they were so supportive and had so many ideas and
Yeah.
just so kind of like helpful with everything. And Jodie last year, he was like bringing you around everyone
Yeah.
at Buckle and Boots,
Yeah, yeah.
introducing you to all the kind of like the people that kind of arrange music.
They're a bit camera shy.
If they're watching this, no, they just sat there with their that wasn't my aim, was because I knew that they were like big supporters of
Yeah.
you and they would probably be able to contribute more than they actually ended up doing. And I think you mentioned something to them afterward. You were awful quiet there. It's like it was just you two performed this afternoon with them, and I just said I'm safe to look outside. But the song "Nice to Meet You Again"
Yeah.
brought out the, and I don't know what word to describe it, but it was like a kind of, you look for those kind of career development moments in artists and like development in artists. And that song, it was just like, hello, Lisa.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I think.
it was really a cool.
Yeah.
That song is, it just kind of felt. I don't want to say more you, but it was just like, just one of the songs that really.
Yeah. It's funny because your dad said that as well after the set.
My mum said that.
Yeah.
My mum did, yeah.
Yeah, so that song is the title of our EP that's coming out later on in the year, and I think the reason why that might come across is because of the meaning behind the song, which I probably haven't really, I suppose, spoken about too much. Yeah.
Speak about it now. We're on the camera.
It's 1:45 at Buckle and Boots. Let's speak about it.
Tell the full story.
The full story, okay. So basically last year, I mentioned this briefly in my set on the Paddock stage before, but I was quite lucky. I was speaking to this guy from, I don't want to say the record label, but one of the major record labels, and he was really nice, really supportive of my career, like really helpful. But as I said on the stage, he told me not to do country music, and he said, I'm going to put you in touch with a woman that could really help you with your career in the pop world. So he put me in touch with this lady who used to be Ellie Goulding's manager. I actually don't know her name. I mean, I'm sure you could Google it, you could find her. And she was vile. Had a phone call with her, and she was so horrible to me. She said, you're not very good. She listened to Easy to Love, which has been produced by the Dunwells, written by me and Jade Halliwell. She said the song's rubbish, the lyrics rubbish, the production's rubbish, and I would like it if you didn't waste any more of your time and money pursuing this. Just do something else. And I was heartbroken, wasn't I? I was so upset.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think like a lot of artists go through this where you hear someone say like something really negative, but that was like, it was somebody so high up in the industry. And it was worse because I then had to go back to this guy that had put me in touch with her and feed back the conversation. He was like, how did the call go? And I was like, oh, really bad. So at that point I was like, do you know what, I don't need any of this. Like, I'm not at the point where I need a record label or Ellie Goulding's manager. I'm just going to do what feels right for me. Sometimes that's poppy stuff, sometimes it's country stuff, sometimes it's dancey stuff, and that's fine. I'll do what feels right. But then that song was born out of that situation, and you know Chloe Jones, she's absolutely amazing. I nearly swore then, but she's an amazing songwriter. So I rang her, she's one of my best friends. I was like, Chloe, I need to write a song, I'm really upset. So she came round and we wrote Nice to Meet You Again. And that's why that song I think is so like, because it's got a lot of anger behind it, and it's a real story about a real situation that was really hurtful. And the vision behind it is that one day that woman and the guy from the record label, in years to come, they're sitting at the front row of one of my shows, and I'm there, and this is a manifestation, you know, and I'm singing and I'm performing, and it's like, you're the people that told me that I should quit country and that I'm not very good, and like, do you recognise my name? Nice to meet you again, you know. So that's the meaning behind the song, and it was heavily built on emotion. So that's probably why it felt like that.
Well, it did come across as that, and I think because it's something that was important to you and something that really hurt us in the moment as well.
Yeah.
And I think that comes across in the song, and that's all relatable, and you can sense that.
Yeah.
And it just like it was just like your vocal was just stronger on it. It was just the performance of the song as a whole was just like, oh, come on, you for that.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just so like it just was like, it's like, oh, you've impressed me with it.
Oh, that's good.
It was like that. It's not that you'd impressed me before.
No,
but just
yeah,
like that song.
Yeah.
Stood out.
Okay. Well, that's what I want. That's why it's the title of the EP. You know, I'm still finding myself as an artist. Like you guys know, I'm still fairly new to this world. Like I've only been doing this a few years, so I'm still looking for the right feeling, the right songs. That, you know, it's all still to play for. So any feedback and stuff is useful. But yeah, I feel like for me as well, the reason that's the title of the EP is because I feel like that song is quite significant as well. So yeah.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
The fact that it's the title of the EP as well is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I feel like it's almost like a bit of a double meaning, you know. It's like, nice to meet you again, as in like literally what it says, but then it's like a bit of a rebrand, you know. I'm not just this nice girl that'll sit there and listen to you being nasty to me on the phone. I can be badass. I can do this stuff that you think I can't do.
Even at work, like you're like the way your cover. The cover is like you're on a wall and you're kind of like all dressed in black
with the graffiti.
Yeah. And you're totally like,
yeah.
Hello.
And I got Tammy to take.
Exactly. And like, who better to take a picture like that?
Yeah.
It's like, should show that side, that kind of.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm using my art to get through this. And I think when an artist does that and uses that kind of that disappointment and that experience, and takes it to that, it kind of makes things, the art, more stronger.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You've got to combine it all. You've got to link it all together, haven't you? You've got to link the artwork with the performance, with the message of the song, with the meaning. It's got to all make sense, and yeah, I think it does.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like last year, like in New Year when she sang back news last year, it was like a period of time where it was like, she's just said, by the way, I'm freaking here and I'm mean business, and I want to be here and I am here.
That's a manifestation, and she's just headlined.
Well, I had that kind of same feeling when you sang Nice to Meet You Again.
Okay.
And it was like, you were now saying,
I mean business.
I fucking mean business.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be here. I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And I am here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I got that. So yeah, so that kind of gives me a kind of glimpse into like another glimpse into like your
Yeah.
artistry and what is that where you now want to go with?
It is. It's a funny one for me because obviously, as you know, I've got the wellness world, which I'm really passionate about, and we do a lot of stuff now, don't we? With like, we'll do wellness sessions, and Luke will play like acoustic guitar, and we'll do the breath work and the mindfulness, and at the end, I'll sing like self-empowerment songs. And for me, music is a tool to be utilised, and it can be utilised to heal people. It can be utilised to get emotions across. It can be utilised to get a story across, but it can also be utilised to heal people and to support our mental health, and it can actually create new neural pathways through the way that we use it. Like this beautiful sound right now, this wasn't planned, this is just happening, but this can actually be used to create new neural pathways in our brain. So for me, it feels like a disservice to not be following through with that. And I've spoken in depth with Gary about this, and I'm like, Gary, I need to be using my wellness knowledge and my musical talent to heal people and to help people. And we did that, didn't we? We wrote a song with Gary called Lie, which we sang tonight, and Gary's been amazing. I will always say, like, he supports me so much, and other up and coming artists, and he's always like so great with his advice, and he's like, that will come, that is your path, and that will come, but for now have that in mind, but whatever else you need to do it. Don't let that be the only thing. Like, that can still be there, bring it in, but do anything else. So sometimes I'm like, Luke, it feels like I'm so disjointed. I'm doing like a country song, and then I'm doing like almost a bit of a rocky song, and then I'm doing this wellness thing, and it's like, but you know what, that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I'm doing right now, and that might change in 2 years, but right now that's kind of where I am. So it feels
I think it is difficult though in the music industry because it is a business, and business is a tough place to be.
Yeah.
Like, business hurts people, I think, and music to me isn't something that does that. And that's completely contrasting to what music actually does for people and for artists when they create it.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for artists to kind of go, well, the industry says you to be in this box, you to be in this box, you to be this box, you to be that, and there's no other boxes because there's no other boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's no genre that says all genre. There's no. But musicians and artists create music first and foremost, and everything is music. Everything in the song, whatever style that is going to be. And people that say, "Oh, that's not," it's like, well, it's music.
Yeah.
So, to some person it could be country, to another person it's going to be North Country.
Yeah.
Like it's a song and it's music and it's an artistry, and I just think that's probably the most important. And to be bogged down by, you can be, because that's going to drive you mad.
It was crazy. Like, literally, I'm not going to say who, but one of our amazing fans who supported us from the start, that you all know, came over to us before, and he was like, I was crying at the end of your set.
And he literally was. I went straight to the front of the stage after, and there was tears rolling down his cheeks.
He said that was because of seeing how far we've come. But he saw us like right at the start, and now he's seeing us, and he literally in the same breath went, but you're not country. He was like, you're not country.
And he said, and I don't like all of your songs.
I don't like all of your songs. And you're not country. But I was crying at the end of your set because I'm so proud of you. And it's like, do you know what? That's good enough for me. Like, you don't have to like every song.
You don't
Luke was like, what? I can't comprehend that. But I'm like, you don't have to like every song, and you don't have to pigeonhole us into a genre. If you are happy for us and you enjoy what we do, that's good enough for me. And you know,
that's kind of like a backhanded insult.
No, honestly.
I would say
it was like a compliment with an accidental.
I'm trying to figure it.
It was a compliment with an accidental insult.
Accidental. He didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it. No, but the point is, he did mean it.
Yeah,
he meant
and that's
it.
what I love about
But
him.
he wasn't. He didn't mean an insult or a compliment.
No, he was just saying it.
He just said it.
He was just.
That's what I love about people,
Yeah.
like the honesty. It's the honesty that counts, I think.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
is.
tell us we're bad. Yeah, that's fine. Tell us we're bad. She'll write a song about it.
After every, honestly, after every set I do, after every set I do, I go straight over to Gary, don't I?
Yeah.
I go straight over to Gary and I'm like, come on, give me a criticism. And he's like, and usually he's like, okay, so you and Luke stood too far to
Oh,
the
back
front.
in the early days, it was so. You're standing there, you're doing that.
Luke
you sang
was
that
too
wrong.
far
you,
forward.
you did this, like
You
you
need
did that.
You
Yeah.
need to sing. You need to hold the microphone this way. You need to do that. But that's what I love. I'm so grateful for that because that's helped me. And at the time, I'll be like, Gary said I was bad, and he said that you were too far forward on the stage.
And that's all.
But then we've learned from that, and then tonight I was like, come on, get in. And he was like, no, you were great.
Woohoo!
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, brilliant,
Done.
yay!
Easy.
Oh my god.
Did it. You did
Well,
it.
to be fair, I think he was quite busy. I don't think he saw all of the sets.
You just said, yeah, you were great, fine, great.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, just say it. Just say great. Yeah.
Speaking of singing, we should sing.
Oh.
We chat to.
So.
Yeah, what just do?
What?
Well,
song?
okay, we were going.
You look pretty ready for a
No,
certain
I was
song.
ready. Okay, I was ready for what we're missing, but that was before the interview started, and
Yeah.
then we spoke so much about nice to meet you again, and then we all. I mean, I feel like we might want nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
It won't be the same.
No,
it won't be the
but
same,
we will
though.
do a nice acoustic version.
But will that be a disservice to the song?
Well, we did it as an acoustic
See, this is
version.
what you guys wanted. You were looking forward to the bickering. You've got buckle up. Get
Here
ready
we
for
go.
it.
Buckle up!
Come on.
Right.
Here we go. Here we go. So what? I'm not sure about a nice
Well,
song.
we played it acoustic many times before we did that version.
But has it been as good as the version we did before?
What about the one on the roof? That was good.
The one on the roof?
When we just went for it and had fun and we were jumping around.
That was okay.
That was nice to meet you again.
It was nice to meet you again. Oh, well, we can. I guess we can do it.
Well, it was the most of the interview was about this song,
Okay.
and it's the title of the EP.
EP.
Nice to meet you
He's
again.
won. He's won again. He's won. Okay, well, do nice to meet you again.
Well, what do you want? What would you
No,
want?
I don't have preference. I don't know.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is brilliant.
We don't have this argument.
I think.
No.
I think
This is
do
real.
nice to meet you again. It's just
Is
it
it?
won't be as good as the stage performance.
Wait a minute.
We've
We've got a visitor.
Come on,
Hello.
Oh, do you want to come and join us?
I'm just saying good night. Have a good
Good night.
night.
Good night. Good night.
Take it easy.
Bye. Right.
What do you think?
Whatever you want.
No, it's not what I want. it's
No,
what
I
you
think
want.
we can do it and it'll be nice. It just won't be as good as the stage version because you've not got all the.
But
Yeah, but we can
they
hear
weren't
you.
there for the stage version.
Strong vocals.
Okay,
You
let's do
ready?
it. I suppose so. Yeah. Okay.
One, two, three.
Get your money out of your pocket. Buy your ticket, put it in your wallet. Keep it safe so you never forget tonight. Head to the bar and take your seat. Knowing the girl you're about to see is everything you thought she could never be. Well, I better thank Daddy for my acting classes. My nice girl role play fooled you badly. Don't get it twisted. I was made for this. Watch me walk like a boss, talk like a bitch, move like a queen, running this shit. You didn't think I got what it takes. Here I am now, singing my song. Bet I can get you singing along. Tell me, do you recognize my name? Nice to meet you again. Do you remember what you said? The good girls don't get nowhere. That I should stop and give it all up now. Well, that hurt me, I'll admit. But I'm not the type to quit, so now you can watch me walk like a boss, talk like a bitch, move like a queen, running this shit. You didn't think I got you singing along. Tell me, do you recognize my name? Nice to meet you again. Oh yeah, nice to meet you again and again and again. Nice to meet you again. Watch me walk like a boss, talk like a bitch, move like a queen, running this shit. You didn't think I got what it takes. Here I am now, singing my songs, bet I can get you singing along. Tell me, do you recognize my name? Nice to meet you again. Oh yeah, nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you again. Get your money out your pocket, buy your ticket, put it in your wallet. Keep it safe so you never forget tonight. See? Services song that just actually added more of a. I love that that's your. I can't. There's no like. There's no other word. Just there's no.
I feel that it's like we play that set. We've got the big sound. We've got the keys. We've got the tracks. We've got everything going, but the song still translates to just me and Lisa, acoustic guitar, vocal, and the vibe. It's the same song, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Your vocal, like that didn't do a disservice to it at all.
Aw,
It was just nice to hear that acoustically.
Oh.
Because I think sometimes songs, when you strip them down to the most rawest acoustic form,
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
what a song and a singer can do.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff
And
we. Sorry, I interrupted.
Sorry, yeah.
No, go on, Luke.
No, I was gonna say a lot of the stuff we do, it's me and Lisa. Like it's at roots, it's an acoustic guitar and a vocal, and we, hopefully, in fact, I will manifest this now. This time next year, we will have a drummer, we will have a bass player.
We've got that already. We just don't bring them everywhere because it's bloody more expensive. Sorry.
Woo! So
This is the time to do more.
we're playing with these tracks that we've created with the Dunwells, with Adam, with what we're missing,
Tim Protty Jones.
Tim Protty Jones. He's helped with one of the tracks. Like we've got a lot of influential people who have helped us with what we were delivering on our stage show today. But when we come down to the roots of it, we can still create the same stuff with just the two of us, and I hope that does translate because,
Well, it didn't do a disservice to the song. So.
Oh, thank you.
Your vocal on that is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yay!
That's get that EP like hashtag.
Nice to meet you again.
And also you, like I said, wading into it because we've always joked online about how much you love to have a nice bath.
Oh.
Don't understand.
But you've been doing your cold water swimming, haven't
Not
you?
cold water swimming, no. Just maybe the odd
Dipping it.
time.
You've
No, I've been dipping
You've been dipping
in
it?
now and again
Yeah.
to this cold shower malarkey. I did it once or twice
Yeah.
about 2 months
What
ago.
it is, what it is.
But like I was standing and I was like, right, this is freezing, what am I going to do here? So I started singing 30s from Kizzy Girl, so I'm standing having a cold shower going, I'm in my 30s and I'm a little bit flirty and there's cold water all pouring over me and I'm like, okay, this is not too bad. But then I got to the end of the course, I was like, right, am I finished now? And then I'm like, right, I'll sing the chorus again and then that might be 30 seconds and then I'm out this cold shower. But I don't do it religiously every day.
Yeah, that's alright then.
Learn again.
Yeah.
But ice baths,
That's a whole different story.
It is a bit colder.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, just watching her sitting and I'm going, smiling and I'm thinking, you're not freezing.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's why you do the breath work.
Yeah, you literally are
warm your
freezing.
body. You are freezing. you know, it's a whole thing. Like, you
Done
know.
a few.
You've done
He's like, what? Yeah, I've done good 5 to 10 now. Yeah.
See, that's another thing that brings out the in you, or the that's a word of the
Yeah, I would do it again.
you're very passionate about that, like completely passionate about
Yeah.
it. Like, it's, you see when you do your breath work and stuff, when you put the things on your Instagram and stuff, it seems extremely important to you.
It is.
And the work that you're doing and why you're doing it.
Yeah.
So what is it about Wim Hof and that kind of, because you manifest a lot, you do that all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
So what about that draws that to you?
Yeah.
And why is that so important for you to keep continuing?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think the reason all of the wellness stuff started was I suppose I did psychology at uni, like when was that, like 13 years ago I did psychology. But that was just because I didn't enjoy anything else at school, and my mum and dad made me go to uni. They were like, you have to go to university. And I didn't really know what to do, so I just did psychology. And then I started struggling with my own mental health a few years after that. I was 25, so what am I now, 33, so however long ago that was. And I needed to find something to help me because I was struggling so much. That's when I started practicing mindfulness and just doing it myself, reading The Secret. I don't know if you've heard of the book The Secret, all about bringing like manifestation and visualization and how you can create the life you want. Then I trained to become a mindfulness teacher, and then more recently I've trained to be a Wim Hof instructor, and the whole thing has just been a process, and it's completely changed my whole life. And interestingly, the Wim Hof method, it's not just the cold, it's the breathing. So it's like really deep breathing. Jeremy McComb actually loves with the Wim Hof method, and he's like, you guys should come to Alabama, you guys need to do Wim Hof in Alabama, I'll sort you out. And we're like, yeah mate, like you've said that, now we are coming, we are on that plane. Like,
we manifested.
We will be in Alabama doing the Wim Hof method, like that's fine. But the breath work has helped me as a singer. It's actually, it's basically deep breathing into the belly, into the lungs, and I do that every single day. So that's increasing my lung capacity, which means it's increasing the amount of air that I can fit in my lungs. So when you hear people like Kezia Gill and Amelia Quinn, who are naturally blessed with like giving these massive long notes, I'm not naturally blessed with that, but by doing this breath work, it's increasing my ability to hold these long notes, and it's helping me a lot. So it's actually all linking in together, and I have felt a little bit pulled, like I've got this passion and I've got this passion and I don't know what to do, and recently we've started bringing it together and it's worked really well. So I'm hoping that, you know, it can keep, I still want to keep doing all my nice to meet you again, my country song, because that's never going to be in a breathwork session, let's be honest, it's too much.
Country song?
It's just, you know, if I want to
Baby doll.
like, yeah, exactly, you know, it's
You're
not,
actually lying there. Baby doll.
that's what I mean, it's not, like, I want there to be a definitive, like, Lisa T stage performer, and then a wellness situation, but it is really nice for me that I can bring the two together, and that it works a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to keep plugging at it and see what happens. Yeah. So
Just two different, but they're not different worlds, I think.
they complement each other.
Yeah, they complement
When
each other.
used in the right way, they complement each other well. It's just that I don't want to only be this spiritual singer that is known for standing on stage like, you know, love, light, blah blah blah. I love that, I love it, but I want to be like, nice to meet you again, motherfucker. You know, I want both. I want it all.
Yeah, I have a vision. I saw an Instagram post. Now, who was it? It was one of the. What's his name again? You were breaking blocks or something.
Oh, Tony Robbins.
That's him.
Yeah.
And you were like standing. I think it was 3 o'clock in the freaking morning. Excuse the language.
It was.
It was later than now.
Yeah.
And you were there doing this, and you were like, and you walloped those fucking blocks.
I broke that block.
You broke, and then you went, yeah! Like, you just kind of like totally came out, and I was like, okay. moving on. Like, you totally, like,
Broke the block.
wow.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
No, I don't know what happened, but they make it like, I don't know, like they send you these wooden blocks and then they make you position it in a way that's like not actually about to do it, and you have to do it with the palm of your hand. So you don't do it like that, or you do it with the palm of your hand. And there's this whole thing like, don't worry, it's not going to hurt your hand, and you're like, and it's like, break through the fear, man. And they're all American, and they're like, come on, you got to break through the fear. And I'm like, right, okay, I'm gonna break through the fear, and you're like, am I? And then you do it, and it breaks, and you're like, oh, fucking oh, great, I'm gonna take over the world.
You certainly look like that. And you manifest every like time, and like over the past 2 years, there's been a lot of good things
Yeah.
happening. I know there's been that crappy thing that,
Yeah,
but that has brought out.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Hell of a lot
like,
of good
you've
stuff.
got to realise that with every thing that happens, you can always find a positive, and it's not always easy. It's really not always easy, but there's usually some positive that you can find from it. So that's what I'm trying to bring into the music, you know. But yeah.
I think we should do some fun questions, although one of them might be a bit mean. I might not ask it. We'll see.
Oh no, what is it?
No, well, we're going to play a game of this and that.
Okay.
Or this or that.
Yeah.
Which is, you can either answer together or separately. Or
Okay.
put it together might be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you choose love or money, and then there's another. So we'll start with love or money, and then.
Love.
No, love.
Love.
Yeah.
Buckle or boots?
Boots.
Yeah, boots.
Paddock stage or main stage? I know you just played paddock stage.
Main.
Would you say Maine?
I'd say Main.
Would you?
We did Main last time.
We did Maine last year as a writers' round. Yeah, we did.
I love Main.
Do you? Did you not feel on the main stage last year everyone felt a bit far away, and like on the paddock stage it felt more intimate?
Well, I'm sorry, Buckle and Boots.
I totally
actually
agree with that, because
I
I
actually-
said that before. Previously.
I actually played on the main stage
Oh, here
at
we go.
Moving Festival. It's one of the other festivals.
He's been around.
So before I met this fine.
He had a life
woman-
before me. Can you believe it?
So I used to play in an Afrobeat band called the
Like
Cashmore
before
Family,
me, can you
and
believe
I played on that main stage, and it was very fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Fair enough.
It's just yes, main stage.
I mean, you would always normally say Maine, wouldn't you? But I don't know. Maybe I'm.
I've never played paddocks. I've done main stage twice, paddock stage once. After.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed the paddock stage.
I really enjoyed paddock stage.
And I think if I had the choice, I mean, I'd take either. But yeah, I don't know.
So if you were offered next year, okay, you've got a slot, you've got the choice, paddock or main, what are you going to choose?
Do you know what? I don't know, you know. Just purely from seeing so many artists on the main stage over the last few years. I think if it's a later slot, it's great.
Don't need me.
But if it,
Headlight. What did you say?
You don't need me.
Are these the questions you're going to be asking
You don't need me.
Are we doing the? Is
We're doing a game of this and that. I literally just turned my camera over that.
We were just like chatting.
So your interview is the conversations we just have all the time.
Oh God.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
Anyway,
Go on,
let's
ask us the next
yeah, go
question.
on.
Next question.
We would literally talk about this for an hour.
Yeah.
This is how boring
And then we'd
our
argue
lives-
about it.
And then we just start an argument.
Right, no, the main
We
stage
would.
is obviously better.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
no,
we-
no, but the paddock.
No, we would. We'd
Yeah.
argue about it.
You alright there, Dizzy?
I don't, go on.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, go on.
So what was the decision?
Well, I'm saying main. Oh, do we have to agree? No.
Don't start that again.
I've got time for that.
We'll just.
How long have you got?
Well,
We have to agree on every question. Oh my
wait,
God.
what time is it?
We're not good at
Have
that.
Right, beer or whiskey?
Yeah,
Beer or whiskey? Beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
beer. I know.
That
I
was
know.
a-
I know. I think the cool answer is whiskey or beer.
Oh, I'm not cool.
Yeah.
No. Beer.
You do play guitar, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you sing? Like,
Yeah, a little bit. I used to
no, because
sing a
my
lot.
question is singing or guitar.
Guitar.
Singing.
Do we have to agree?
No.
No.
Yeah, I love how I was just like, no. That's not
Recording or performing?
performing.
Wow.
Performing. Come on, Lou.
definitely performing, yet I'm very much recording is building higher and higher.
Oh, you like production?
I really like production. I really like
production.
making
But you
sounds
love
and making
performing.
beats and make. Of course, I love performing.
Yeah.
But I also love recording, and I love.
Like Luke's produced a lot of the songs on the EP along with the Dunwells. It's been like a joint thing.
Dunwells are.
They are
They're very good,
amazing.
yeah.
But Luke's been like producing with, like working with them. So
I do enjoy the recording process.
for me,
and, yeah.
absolutely.
And I'm really getting into. I'm going to a guy who's like a pretty high producer.
Having
Like
lessons
he's
on-
worked with the Charlatans and Johnny Marr and them type of people. And I'm getting lessons from this guy, and he's like, this is how you mix, and he's really, So when you heard the tracks before, like the Mr. Know It All track, I mixed that from the raw audio, and it was it's just raw audio, and I mixed it, and I'm like, okay, that sounds good. It's not.
And nice to meet you again.
I'm nice to meet you. Yeah, it's not quite professional level, but I'll be there soon. If Lisa can manifest, I can manifest too. And I'll be professionally mixing soon. Yeah,
I'm going to ask
no
this,
doubt.
and I'm sorry, Lisa, don't hate me. Music or mindfulness?
Ow.
Music.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can ask me.
Yes.
Oh, it's obvious.
Mindfulness. Obviously music. I am music.
Yeah.
Over 22 years since I first
Hello,
got
music.
into
I am music.
You are music, are you? Nice to meet you, music.
I am music Slater. Luke M. That's what the M stands for.
No!
Oh.
That just
There you go.
What does the M stand for, or is that
Music. No.
No, it doesn't. Just don't tell it.
No, go on, tell him.
No, I don't want to. I want to leave it
Let
as
them
music.
Google it.
I
Find out.
want to leave it as music.
Yeah, Luke,
Yeah.
music Slater.
Luke Music Slater.
That's
There
it.
you go.
That's it.
And thank you very much. We'll leave it there.
Okay, these questions. I'm just going to go through the numbers.
I love them.
A year too long
Yeah,
or baby doll?
a year too long. Oh, you needed a minute.
No, I was going, ooh.
Oh,
From what
what would your answer be?
Years Long or Baby Doll?
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, I'm putting myself in your head now, and I'm thinking A Year Too Long was my first song. But
Yeah.
Baby Doll was my first number one.
It was my first number one, but A Year Too Long was my first ever song. I wrote it completely on my own, and it got to number two. It wasn't number one, but it was the most significant move of my career, I'd say. More so, even though Baby Doll got to number one, A Year Too Long was more significant, I'd say.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, I noticed that on the Buckle and Boots playlist, A Year Too Long was the song that was last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring it
Or
back.
maybe we should bring it back.
Yeah.
Maybe we should remix it and like make
Yeah,
it.
maybe we should.
What am I missing or easy to love?
What am I missing? Think.
Too long, I think so.
I
Yeah.
thought you said easy to love.
I think what I'm missing.
Right, we've got caught, doesn't we?
I think.
You know, is that a hard one?
I think what we're missing too. To be honest, I think it's a better song.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately,
I love Easy to
I'd
Love.
want Easy to Love to be, but Easy to Love put us through a year of a bit of
Oh my!
turmoil.
I think that's
to
what
be
it is. It's
honest.
so raw. Like the product.
We-
It took so long.
We actually recorded the whole song,
twice.
and then we went to the Dunwells and recorded the whole song
So
again.
before
Like
we
we
went
did it
to the
twice because we
Dunwells-
weren't happy with the
Before
original.
we went to the Dunwells, we recorded it and produced it in Manchester.
We got
with-
session bassist in, session
Yeah,
drummer
it's the
in.
whole
We
thing.
did the whole thing. The mix took over
Months.
months, and then eventually we're like, this isn't right, and we literally went and did the whole, like, rewrote
whole
the song,
process.
the whole thing again, like.
Me and Jade rewrote the song. Then we
Yeah.
took the production to the Dunwells and we reproduced it. So I think that's why it just feels a bit like
And
I love it.
Yeah.
But I think what am I missing was just so easy. It was like
It was like, bang,
Just
recording
so-
session,
yeah.
Tim Pretty Jones, bang, there's the
oh
song.
number one, great.
Yeah,
great.
exactly,
Yeah,
done,
like, yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And it sounds great today. I think it's just, we played it, like, we used the tracks today. For the first time ever, actually, live, we used the tracks of the original recording
Yeah.
to play with. So it's the first time a live audience has ever actually heard us. Because normally we do it in a version of me playing
Yeah.
and Lisa singing, but the audience today got, for the first time, the actual #1
Sound.
single version
Yeah.
live.
And what was so nice is one of the guys that played bass on the song, George, I think he's called George Bass actually on
George
Instagram.
Price.
He was there in the crowd
Yeah,
and he was
so
like,
yeah.
I played bass on that song, and we were
Yeah.
like, so that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again. Or missing a all. Oh, they're getting harder now, aren't they? Oh, you're like, you're first, Lisa. I'm not answering that first.
Well,
I'll go first.
yours is going to be Mr. Know-It-All.
Of course, Mr. Know-It-All.
Because you co-wrote it.
Just because, I'm saying this to you, camera, right now, I think Mr. Know-It-All is the best song. And I think time will tell that that song will creep its way through. That's all I'm saying. Lisa?
I'm going to say nice to meet you again. I do
That's all right.
agree that Mr. Know-It-All is a very catchy song, and most of the sets we've done, at least one person has come over and said that's the best song. It's just so catchy, it's so fun. But I think in terms of what's a better song, I think nice to meet you again. I think Mr. Know-It-All is so fun, and I love it, and it's so special for us. But I think nice to meet you again is probably a better song.
Country song or Your Light?
Oh god, that's a difficult one. Light or this country song? You're gonna say Light.
No, I'm not. I'm going to say this country
I
song.
think this
I think this country song is the best song
Ever.
we've got.
It's catchy.
I think, and again, I'm throwing myself out here, that country music, obviously, we've got this whole beautiful festival around it. We've got artists like Beyonce who are going into country, and we have just gone through and gone, you know, like right on the nose, this country song. Like, and
Our keys player.
I think there's a lot of potential in a song called This Country Song, especially in this moment when country music is
our
making a
keys
bit of a
player the
rise.
other day, we were literally this keys player the other day. It was on like Friday, a week ago today. We were rehearsing the set, Booking and Boots, and I was like, guys, we're gonna have to like talk and do my whole talking bit as well. So I was talking and I was like, you know, thank you. This is a song I wrote with Rachel Walker Mason, and Ben went, Lisa wrote this song. I thought this was a cover to Luke, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he
Whilst
does, yeah.
I was doing my talking, Luke was like, no, she wrote it. She wrote it with, and he, the whole time we'd been rehearsing it, and we'd sent him the track to play to. He thought it was a cover song that we were just covering, and that's like.
That's a compliment, isn't it?
It's a compliment,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, and that's
That's a big
the guy in our band.
Until a week ago, he thought he was playing a cover of the song. And now he knows. Nice to know he thinks I'm a good writer.
Yeah.
See, in your sets, well, I know you probably do cover songs at cover gigs, but
We
in
play-
your
yeah, we do a lot.
original sets, you don't. You
We didn't
put the
tonight.
cover-
We
no.
normally do.
we were going to until
Well,
we
DC
like
was at our London gig and we did Flowers.
we did
didn't
Flowers, Miley Cyrus,
And
Flowers, yeah.
Luke and Ben do a lovely long solo in that
Yeah,
song. It's
like
really
proper-
beautiful. It's like
yeah.
it's really really long. It's like 8 bars or something.
Longer.
16.
Longer. No, it's
I don't know, but it's a long time.
Eight
It's a long
me- eight
time for a
measures.
singer.
Eight-
It's a long time for a singer to be stood there
Is it
dancing
something
around
like-
trying to find a
it's
bit of
something like 8
movement.
measures.
But anyway, it's great. But yeah, today we kind of we didn't have enough time for that. So yeah, we didn't do any covers tonight, did
No,
we?
we're 30 minutes. You want some originals?
Yeah, you
bang.
want originals.
There you go.
Yeah. Just realised how muddy my boots are. Anyway.
It's just.
How's your buckle?
Oh,
A very sparkly outfit.
thank you. A lady made it.
Made it.
What's her Instagram? Like Root?
Did she like stick beads on separately?
I don't know how she did it, but yeah,
Yeah, she's done a good job of that.
she made it. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Last question.
Yeah.
Where can people find you if they want to know more about Lisa T and Order?
Yes.
Perfect question.
So Spotify is Lisa T, Instagram is Lisa T Official 01, and to pre-order you can find it on Instagram, but it's just on Lisa T Big Cartel. So, but you can find it on Instagram on the website to pre-order the EP.
And Lisa T Wellness if you want to have a nice bath.
Yes.
Or breathe. If you want to breathe, I'm your woman.
If you don't know how to breathe, go to Lisa.
Let's breathe.
Bye.
Oh, thanks guys.
That was amazing.
Ho-Ho session at Buckle and Boots 2024, where our journey starts.